If this has come across your feed, then it is time for you to start observing your dreams. Seriously though, your dreams are trying to tell you so many things. We all dream, and I feel like the reason why sometimes we don't quite remember our dreams is because we are stressed out. Our minds are in so many different places, and we could have a dream, right? And then we're trying so hard to strain to remember the dream that then we forget all the vital aspects of it that we remembered. Now, whether you believe dreams are messages from the divine or keys to your subconscious, it's all correct, to be honest. Either way, we can all agree on one thing, and that is that it is a message trying to be relayed, and we have to pay attention. There's something hidden trying to be revealed, and what is being hidden is a key to our happiness in some way, shape, or form. Okay, I'm sorry, I needed to get some water. Okay, so we can gather a lot from our dream state, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm being guided to share this, but I just know I am. I know my dreams have been more prevalent again as of late. I don't know about yours. If they are, definitely feel guided. If you feel guided, if you feel comfortable, share in the comments below if there's anything you want me to look at, or if you have your own ideas about dreams that you'd like to share with me, please let me know. But I am being told to share this with the collective. So for those of you who have seen my audio journaling video, that method can actually be applied to dream recording. This can help you get a better idea of your unconscious, what it's trying to tell you, messages that you might be missing in your waking life, feelings you may be ignoring in your waking life because you're too busy and distracted. Your dreams are portals to those parts of you that are kind of neglected, okay? And when we're in a state of rest, we can be more receptive to hearing those things that we need to hear, that maybe we're not ready to hear, but we need to hear, okay? So audio journaling is a method I've used with clients, with myself, to get a better idea of what I'm trying to grow through. It's literally journaling, but with your voice. And it's actually even more powerful than your written journaling because you're kind of catching yourself in the moment. You're holding space for yourself to talk. And you can't edit it because you're talking right then and there. So it's a really good and powerful way. I'll actually link it here. It's a powerful way to really coach yourself, because then when you're done recording, you listen to what you re-listen and you take notes on what you're talking about. And it's a really, really effective way of coaching yourself and getting a good idea of what's actually going on when you're not censoring and editing yourself like you would through a written journal. The same method can be applied to dream journaling. Okay, so like, don't strain so much to remember the whole dream, because once you start doing that, you lose it. You have those first few moments upon waking up, especially from nighttime dreams, that it's the freshest in your memory. Okay, so grab your phone. Everybody has a recording device on their phone. Okay, and even if you don't, you have some kind of notes, or you can send a text, you could voice record or voice to text something to your spouse or a friend and just tell them, hey, I'm just trying to remember this dream, so I'm taking notes. And then you could also have them let you know their thoughts if they want. But find a way to just record raw in that moment with your voice. Because the moment you get up out of bed and you're trying to look for a notebook and a pen or a pencil, or you're stumbling in the dark on your side table to grab those things, you're probably going to forget a lot of it. Okay? So record what you remember. That is the key thing I teach when I teach dream interpretation, is record what you remember, because your mind held on to that for a reason. Some of us have super vivid dreams and we remember the whole thing, and that's because that whole thing really touched us in some way. There was something powerful in that we just recollected everything. We absorbed everything, okay? But then there are some things that are just specific parts that we can't let go of, and that is the most important. So audio journal these things so you don't give yourself time to forget anything. Record how you felt when you saw these things. Your emotions are a key indicator of what's going on in your unconscious too. Record how you felt. Record your thoughts that you remember in the dream. Record your interactions in the dream. Record the setting that you were, if you can remember it. If you remember where you were, because the setting typically represents your current state of mind. Okay? Apply audio journaling to your dreams. So this way you can literally talk about it to yourself, and you can go right back to sleep. And then later on, I advise you to go back to your recording and listen. Listen to how you sounded. Listen to the emotions you discussed, the details that you remembered. Listen to them carefully. Write them down, and then see if these symbols mean anything to you. What now that you're in a more fresher state, right? Like, because now you've woken up, you've had your coffee, you've centered, and now you get to re-listen to yourself. Because when you're recording in that moment, you're in a raw state, right? You're in a groggy kind of state. But now you get to re-listen from a different version of yourself, a more awake, a more grounded, a more centered, focused version of yourself. So now write down everything that you hear yourself say. This could be certain symbols, certain people, certain emotions, certain colors, the setting, everything. And then start researching yourself. If there's certain symbols in there that even you want to do like avid research on, like let's say you see a bear in the dream. Okay, first write your personal impression of what a bear means to you. Some of us love bears. I'm one of them. I have sat across from a bear before and talked to it. Okay, so I love them. All right. But my husband, on the other hand, is scared to death of them. Okay, like he has a literal mini phobia of bears. Okay, so like him seeing a bear could represent him facing his fear, or facing a personal phobia, or standing up for himself, or but if I saw a bear in a dream, that could be some form of empowerment or an upgrade for me, or getting comfortable with myself in some way, shape, or form, the way I'm comfortable with that bear. Also, look up the symbolism of that bear. Let's say that's in the dream, right? This is just an example. Once you've written your own impression, then do the research. See across various sources. Don't just go to Wikipedia or dreamdictionary.com and then that's it. Like, look up various sources, cultures, like things that pertain to this symbol. See what the various meanings and interpretations mean, and start compiling your own little list of definitions, and then start looking at the themes. Okay? Look up colors. Like if there's certain color in your dream that stands out, again, write your first impression, because that's what matters, right? Because this is how you build your intuition, your intuitive muscle, and get to know yourself better. Like if black is prevalent, for instance, right? Some people view black as something negative. I, on the other hand, view black personally as an empowering color. Okay, I love black. I have so much black in my wardrobe, it's insane. All right, like, because I view it as a power color. Some people like yellow. Some people don't. If you see it in your dream, how do you feel about yellow? What happens in your head and your heart and your body when you see that color? Okay, this is how you get to know the way your mind is interpreting things in life. Your unconscious is interpreting things in your waking life, and now it's trying to process them. So now you can process it consciously, pulling it out, understanding it, listening to it, and applying whatever it is that comes up for you into your daily life. So it no longer becomes repressed. Okay? So I hope this helps. I hope that this found and fed whoever it was meant to. And if you would like to work on your dreams together, I would love to help you. Because this is a huge part of my coaching as well. I've had tons of clients come to me about dreams and things like that. And that was a huge part of our healing process together, because they were repressing a lot. And the only way that they could process was when they were sleeping, because they were either so busy, so stressed, so distracted, self-sabotaging in their daily life, so that the only time they were able to actually see what the hell was going on was when they fell asleep. So if you need help with that, please come to me. I would be more than happy to support you at this time. I'd be more than happy to coach you through it. What I would suggest is, if you are going to come to me, give me at least, several dream entries, 3 to 5. Okay. If you can come to me with 3 to 5 of your most recent dreams, with as much detail as possible, in your email to jpspiritualfitness@gmail.com, in as much detail as you can. Please don't be stressed. Just whatever you can remember, your most recent 3 to 5 dreams that you've had, what you personally would like support in your life, so I can kind of see how they connect to each other. Okay, and then we can schedule an appointment, and I'd be more than happy to help you. If these videos are helping you and you just want to support the work that I'm doing on and offline, I'd love and appreciate it if you would buy me a coffee. You can go to my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below. And if you just want to connect, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, also at the link below. I love you all so much. See you later.